Alright folks, let's go ahead and get started. I'm Bjorny Valley and welcome to another episode of Star Technology. I have been staring at this for about 3 minutes trying to figure out what this chest is, and then I remembered. I think it's the second to last, no. Oh, it is! It was the third to last thing. Here's the second to last thing. So I can drop this here. Takes forever to process through backlogs when you've been doing everything everywhere. I can get rid of these. And now we have all this ruthenium dust and some carbon dioxide. I'll take care of those later. And we have all this gold dust, and honestly, I don't care about that. This was it was centrifuging the iridium residue or whatever it is, the sludge residue, something. Platinum sludge residue, that's what it's called. And yeah, don't care. Don't care. We got all of this stuff here as secondaries from all of those processes. I do need to process this acidic osmium solution. I had one more quantum tank with like 6 buckets in it, and I was just like, you know what? I don't even care. I don't even know if I care about that. You have to mix it with oh no, you have to distill it, and I don't have a distillery up here, and I was like, eh. That was the exact noise I made. Okay. So I have a few things in my inventory, and we're going to go set it up. We have things to do today. What's that? There's a Winnie the Pooh thing. Got so many things to do today. Oh man, it is a wonderful day when you think about a kid's movie and you realize you can't remember the songs from it anymore. Sorry, no. The kids' movies where... Can I do... I have to have an axe. I don't have any axes. I don't... Oh, wait, maybe I do. Can't remember the last time I carried an axe around with me. Oh, I've got this. Not suitable for harvesting blocks. Well then. Okay, we might have to make an axe. That's funny. Wait, can we use a pickaxe? I'm going to try that before we do this. Surely I've done this before. Is that new? I mean, surely I've harvested these before without an axe. Oh, there's a diamond axe. Does it have enough durability? It did. Okay. Well, that was fun. Can I? Nope. Good enough. And then, I guess we will... Sure. So, this is where I've decided, because it's right here next to the ocean. We're going to put down a... it's called an industrial fishery. Took me a second. Yeah. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks wide. Crazy. But I think I've got everything I need for it. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to do it inside that radius, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it'll come out to here. It'll make this transition weird, but I can move these over if I need to. Yeah. I did move that. I moved the flax over, and then I don't need this sugar cane. Oh, maybe I do. I think I had 1.8 before, but I also don't care because what we were using the sugar cane for was crushing it for gelled toluene. Oh, maybe I do want to put it all the way over here. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we'll do that. We can do that. Right. We were doing it for gelled toluene, and we don't need the... Yeah, that's fine. That can go. I do get a kick out of all this. Like, this is all... I guess I have to throw it in here because I just don't want to hold on to it. We have... I'm just vacuum freezing the toluene. I'm not worrying about that anymore. This is 6 tall, so 2 more. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Nope, it was okay. Wow, this is so tall. Wait, that's not gonna work, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this industrial fishery is big. I like it. I don't know where these other ones go, though. I haven't actually... Oh, they're a little T-shape at the top. That's fun. Like, so far, a lot of them have just been, here's a cube. Here's a more different cube. Here's a really obnoxious shape. So the fact that this one is a cube, but it's an interesting cube, it's nice. I like that. And then we do... Like, check the bottom. Okay, so we do that diamond pattern. And I'm assuming this is supposed to be like... man. Okay, so I've mentioned this before, I'm sure. But my office is outside. And when the humidity is high, everything gets a little sticky. And so for the last couple of days, it hasn't actually been raining. But it's been like doing that whole like threatening to rain. Like all of our weather forecasts are, you know, isolated thunderstorms. But it hasn't actually rained, so the humidity is... It's not actually that high. I don't understand why my mouse pad is sticky, but it's just enough to be like, come on. So I've been noticing I'm actually becoming worse at Minecraft because that's the thing. Okay, so the actual... Oh, I didn't make the actual fishery block. I keep doing that. Okay, that's fine. This is easy to make. We'll just run down real quick and do that. Because I'll be playing whatever, and then like all of a sudden my whole mouse pad starts moving. We needed pumps, right? Oh, actual left click, please. Okay. Fishery. 1 pump. 2 pistons. Come on. That wasn't my mouse pad. That was just me. 2 motors. Everything kicks on. That's so much fun. I know I say it every time, but it's just... I can't get over how fun it is that everything just kicks on when you grab something. It's like a kid with... Uh-oh. That might be a problem. Let's just do this. This won't hurt anything. Stone blocks. Yep. Treated wood planks. I don't care about those anymore. Yeah, we can get rid of that. At this point, it's better to not have those things than it is to have to run down and mess with inventory stuff. So this should be makeable. Didn't I grab 2? I only grabbed 1. No, I've got 2. Why are you, IV electric motor. IV electric motor. Oh, there's 3. That's fine. It's like, it's not a big deal. It's okay. Everything's okay. I'm fine. IV generator, IV electric pump, 2 IV robot arms. Do I have any IV field generators? I do. I'm so happy that those are running now. Robot arms are up here. And then what was the last couple of things? 2 IV processors and a tungsten cable. Okay, tungsten cables. We should actually, I guess it's down here. The easiest place to get them. Well, I thought it would be the easiest place to get them. There we go. 1 tungsten cable and 2 IV processors to go. And voila. Oh, we need an IV sensor. That's okay. We actually have a bunch of IV sensors. You don't use the, or do we? Don't. No. All right. To forestall this, we're just going to grab 1, 2. Of course. It's fine. We'll toss this in here. Oh, well, I'll show you that here in a second. I did a couple other things on the back end to make life a little easier. So you're going to want a stack of these guys. Cool. And you can have another stack of these guys. This should have a bunch. No, that's empty too, because... Why are you empty? Oh, you've got 8, and you've got 64. I did that last episode too, where I just didn't notice that I wasn't stocking a full stack. Alright, just one of those. Yep. Okay. So, if you haven't been able to tell, we're making the industrial fishery because we don't have any meat, so we can't make any mincemeat. And the easiest way to do that is fish. So we're gonna make fish. I am sighing because I would like something better, but I don't like fish. It's just not my thing. I know some people do. You're okay if you like fish. My wife likes fish. My kids like fish. I just personally don't. Okay, so this guy is like that, and then it's just the outline all the way up, right? Okay, but what is... Oh, it's 2 layers of glass. That's why I needed so much glass. No, it says 21. So why do I need 21? This is... There's no way... Five. Is this center one not? This is 3, so it's 9 in the center plus 12 is 11. It seems like it should be 9 plus 12 is 21. So why? Oh, because this isn't... That's just the top layer. I'm so ridiculous. Okay. And there's no extra piece. Okay, that's fine. So it was 5 blocks up, right? Oh, in fact, we can just go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And then in a moment here, we'll figure out where the input hatches and stuff are going to go. So this thing needs seawater to go. And I don't know where we've got enough seawater. Okay, so sometimes it will refill that for me. Sometimes it won't. And I don't know what changed. Such a neat little multi-block. I like it. All right, and then last one's right here, I guess. Well, 2 of them right here, huh? No, not that one. Ridiculous that I would make that mistake. And then, of course, normally that's a problem, but we're fine. Okay, so what I think we're going to try is ice. I did just grab some crushed ice and run it through a compressor. And I'm hoping that what we can do is just fill this. We haven't had any ice so far, so this is fun. Sliding around. And I think it's up one more, right? This one says 84 buckets. Okay, and then let's go ahead and put down this laminate first. If it turns out I have to do this differently, well, that's fine, I guess. But I'm hoping I can just... Nice. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. And then we need to put down the maintenance hatch. Now, the downside of this is going to be when I forget that it's full of water and I try to break it and move it later. And then it looks like it needs an energy hatch. So here's where I'm confused. It doesn't have an energy hatch listed here. But there is an energy hatch listed here. Not sure. But we can do here. Oh, and like swapping these out is going to be a little annoying. Okay, let's input bus. Back to that. Oh! Doggone it. Okay, that one was fine. I was actually worried that it was going to mess up the water flow, because sometimes it likes to make the water flow in weird patterns, especially out here. My water is like flowing in weird directions after I messed up with the doohickey enough times. Okay, and then we need water input. So I'm thinking the water input's going to go right here. And like that. And I guess we need an output bus, don't we? As I'm doing this, I'm realizing I probably should have just put that down there. So I need to grab an output bus, but I do have the energy hatch. And I think the energy hatch can just go right up here, honestly. We'll give it some... Oh, that's ZPM. Hold on. What does this take for energy? 16. So theoretically, I can give it a ZPM hatch with an LUV converter. So we'll try that. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we need to get the output bus, which I neglected to grab earlier. I don't know where my down is. Oh, it's on the other side here, right? Yeah. And we need another LUV converter output bus. Oh, I'm sorry. So we're gonna make all this stuff because theoretically we can make printed circuit boards, which will mean that we can make data modules, which means we can make the UV hatch. And I don't know that we're gonna get all that done today, but it seems like it's potentially possible. I just kept walking right past there because I was talking instead of playing. Okay, we've got an LUV, 16 amp. I think we need to give it 2. Nope, down one more. 2 of these. 2 of these. Right? Because it's... I do this every time. LV, MV, HV, EV, IV, LV. Sorry, LUV. Am I missing something here? This one does LV. This one does MV. This one does HV, EV, IV. After IV is LUV, ZPM. Does this really make ZPM power? When did this happen? Oh, this just happened. I haven't put any of these down yet. Yeah, energy in 131. So I only need one of these. Okay, well, let's grab that. And it's not making any more because it needs something I don't have. Oh, that's why I wasn't using it, because it takes UV chips and UV circuits, and I don't want to do it until we have wetware. So we've got few. We can make more if we need to. Sorry, it was just like, wait a second. I built that whole Sky Island thing over up there, out of sight. And why didn't I use these ZPM chips or solar panels? I was using all the stinky little LUV ones. All right, so I think this will be okay. If I do this, it should just take any amount of FE and turn it into 16 amps of power. And that means that this should run. So I'm kind of doing that backwards, but I think it'll be okay. I don't really want to go grab a ZPM converter just at the moment. But once we get UV, we're going to be replacing everything with UV stuff, so it's okay. Okay, output bus. Formed. Perfect. So this is going to make 4 fish, 4 fish. And we need to give it seawater, string, and silkworms. We can do other things, and eventually we will, but I was thinking about it, and I think for this whole cycle, I'm going to just make... I'm a little nervous. So here's what I was thinking about. Agar dust. No. One of these. There you go, mutagen. There's a chemical line reduction for it. And so mutagen is what we use for the raw crystal chips, the better one for that. So that's good, a sign. I guess we still need to do all this to get the raw growth medium. Biostimulating mixture. And then there's his bacterial stuff. We can get into this at some point. It's close. That would be really cool if we can just generate specific... I've started playing... I know I've mentioned it before, but I started playing... come on, that other game. Reclamation, Minecraft Reclamation, during streams. And that's got the whole leveling up thing with bees and stuff, and I'm super looking forward to that. Although I am a little disappointed that the actual process of leveling stuff up kind of seems to have already been finished. Okay, so what I did was I just grabbed a stack... 16 stacks of dirt. Words. Am I right? So 1,024 dirt. And then I put in one single, into the mixer, I put in one single universal cell of growth fluid. Sorry, not growth fluid. It's, what's it called? It's fermented biomass. It was growth fluid. And it turns the dirt into rooted dirt. And then you run the rooted dirt through centrifuge, and you get silkworms, and which doesn't make any sense. They're just worms. You should probably just call them, I don't know. Anyhow, that's what I ran in there, and that seems to work. Now we need to... Yeah, so like I said, I'm only doing this manually. And if we end up needing billions of... And I say that literally. If we end up needing billions of... Oh. Okay, we'll do this. We'll put this in here, and then we'll give it this guy. Import. If we need billions of the fish and the mist meat and all that stuff, then we can obviously automate it. But for now, I think it'll be okay. And then I think it was, since we're just doing this first one, we should do 8 stacks of string. I'm never sure how much I'm getting. We need to get the polycaprolactin and just automate this, but we could also automate it with the flax here. The problem is that the recipe for getting this is not really automatable, it doesn't look like. Maybe we could use this guy, but that's... It's not that I don't like create, it's just it keeps crashing on... Or not crashing, but making things weird. Doesn't seem to work right. Okay, so we got that, and now we need to get... See, if we're doing 4 stacks, that means we need 6.4... So like 32 buckets would be sufficient. So, I mean, I say that, but let's go ahead and just do 256. It's not going to hurt anything to have extra seawater. And I think we're building seawater down here. That's going to be difficult to get to, isn't it? How about if I turn this guy off? It's going to fill up the tank, and then it's going to fill up the pipe. It's actually back behind these black steel girders here, so I can't even get to it easily without either letting the water run everywhere. Okay, why are you filling up so much? What are you filling up? It should just be... Going right in here, right? Okay, you're full. There you go. Okay. So, remember when I said 256 would be fine? I think 32 would be fine. That's my new... Well, we'll go ahead and do it at one more time. That's fine. Everything's fine. This is an absolute... Sorry, I'm groaning and moaning. There are so many different subsystems in the base by the time you get to this point that I'm just not sure how to optimize everything anymore. It is working, but getting everything optimized, man, that's just not going to happen. We were going to turn this back on. There you go. But like, you know, for example, that centrifuge is only running about half the time because this guy's not keeping up. So this guy's running at EV power. Really? Just EV power? What? This has been here that long? Okay. And this one is running also at EV power. Oh, interesting. So, I guess it won't be that hard to optimize because we can just do 2 or give it a 4 amp energy hatch. See where it goes? Maybe? Where? It's in the last direction I picked. Good. And then we're just going to go ahead and put that there. Okay, go. Needs an empty. Okay. Alright, so these are 1-second recipes at CPM at 1.15, and they're just making random amounts of fish. So I think what we do is just this. And we obviously don't need the quantum chests because we're only running this manually, but eventually, theoretically, we will run this not manually. And at that point, having it all set up would be nice. Yeah, okay, so let's lock these. And I'm not going to worry about which one's which because it kind of seems like, you know, everything that we might use cod for. I mean, other than having a cut of cod. It's any fish, any fish, any fish. There are these little guys here. They're not expensive to make at all. In fact, now I'm kind of thinking maybe we should go make that real quick. Yeah, let's go make those real quick. But I just want to look through here real quick, right? Specific fish go into specific cooked fish, but even those count as fishes. So what does it matter? Same thing with smoking, campfire cooking. Anvil doesn't matter. Any fish can go in the macerator to make mincemeat and a tiny pineapple bone meal. The extractor always makes fish oil from... Oh, different kinds of fishes make different amount of fish bone meal. Oh, fish oil. This actually would have been much cooler to do earlier when we were trying to set up the lubricant automation. But smoker, same thing. None of the rest of these matter. I'm just checking to make sure. Squid ink pasta. No, thank you. Fish stew. Also, no, thank you. I think I mentioned I don't really do fish so well. Rock hot slices, don't care. Although, does this count as? It does not. Anyways, point is, we're good. We got plenty of this. So what we need to decide is how much of this stuff do we want for now. Because again, remember that what our goal is to make the UV. Let's stick with the UV. So we want the solar panel 6, but that's dense deuterium. That we can't make that go any faster. So that part's fine. And incidentally, yeah, this just makes the liquid. Okay, cool. So we'll set up the blast furnace. In fact, I'll just do that later. This is easy. No big deal. Barely any inconvenience. But we want the UV energy hatch. To make the UV energy hatch, we need the data modules. And the data modules are made in the circuit assembler in a sterile clean room even. Good night. They're just getting me every which way. So we don't need a ton of these. We literally just need one. But in order to do that, we need to set up wet wire printed circuit boards. And I think we're just going to go make a couple stacks of these. I call it good. So let's say, how many of these do we want to make? Let's say we want 2 stacks of printed circuit boards. Means we need 2 stacks of wetware circuit boards, which means, oh, we could do, that's not much, is it? We only need 32 buckets of sterilized growth medium. What if we go a different direction and we say whatever 1,000 mincemeat gets us? Let's grab 1,000 fish. I think that's 1,000 fish. That is 1,000 fish, actually. Okay, cool. I need to figure out someplace to put this ice. Where would ice go? I think, in the interest of... I have space in this chest. We're going to put it in there. Yeah, because those ones are pretty full. LV conveyor module can go away, and then I need to put these away before we get going, because this is going to expound exponentially. Expound exponentially is my new catchphrase. Yeah, okay. Good to go. Put these up in here for now. And I should be able to just drop all of this in here. I really hope that was a macerator. It was. Okay, good. And we should be getting mincemeat out of this. Okay, so we'll take 1,000 mincemeat and we're going to run it through the large chemical reactor. Actually, I think we need more mincemeat than that because we need to make the raw growth medium like this. But we'll get there when we get there. For right now, we're working towards... Where are we working towards? Right, to get the gelatin mixture. Okay, we're only going to do 8. I think that's being sufficient. Because then we don't have to make this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then all these tiny piles of bone meal dust. Alright. Oh, we have... Oh, there's a whole quest line for that. It's over in processing lines. It's new, I think. It's this one here. Yeah. So you make the mincemeat, and you use the mincemeat to make raw growth medium, but we have to go by way of collagen dust to gelatin mixture to gelatin dust to agar dust. And then the raw growth medium itself, there is no shortcut for it. But I think the mutagen there is. So that doesn't help with anything. I don't know why I said that. Alright, so to make the collagen, we need a bunch of sulfuric acid and some bone meal. This requires a sterile clean room. Let's... I guess we're gonna table this for a minute. Alright, I just want all of you up here instead of on my hotbar. There we go. And we'll go make a quick sterile clean room. One of these guys, and this is why I think we're going to do this automatically, manually. Sorry, not automatically, because I only have the one sterile clean room, and I don't want to make more at the moment. It would be nice if I could sort this. PTV pipe casing, and then we need the clean. Sorry, chemically inert stuff. All right, and then in there for right now, we need an input hatch and an input bus and an output bus. Do we need an output hatch ever, do you think? Yeah, we'll need an output hatch. Okay. We need one of these. And I think other than power, that's it. Now, what kind of power do we have down here? And what kind of power does this require? This requires HV, so that's fine. I think we might even have HV down there. But let's take a look real quick. It is in the experimental process chain room, which we can get to sooner or later. One more. We have LUV. Nice. So let's go grab an LUV hatch, of which I have put over a stack back away. So that's how many we've upgraded to ZPM. Right here. I think it's gonna have to go right here. So let's put the energy hatch right there. And all of this, man, I don't even know what we're doing anymore. Automating everything has kind of gotten a lot harder in the last last little bit, and it's partly because I think I'm pushing too hard for progression. And so the solution would be to stop pushing so hard for progression, but CPM seems like not a great place to do that. Seems like I'd be better off doing it at other tiers. So that's what we're waiting on, is can we get to UV and then replace everything with UV stuff. And then once we're at, so basically the tiers, so energy hatches is a good list. We've got, right, LV, ULV, you can't even do anything with. LV is the starter tit. You do as much as you can in LV, but there's only so much you can do. It's no big deal. MV is kind of a transitionary stage. You do as much as you can, but really there's no reason to replace most of the LV machines yet because it's not that much faster. HV is kind of your go-to for a really long time. You get stuck at HV for a fair dinkum. So we made all of these HV machines. That's kind of, we started all the automation for everything. And then it's kind of like the rest of the game is moving away from your HV automation. EV, we were stuck there for a while, but I think that was just how we were doing it, not necessarily that you have to be. But if you push a little bit, you get to IV. IV's a good tier to do a lot of your stuff in. And then each one of these is kind of just a steady step. But UV is, so there's not, I guess there's some IV. There's no UXV. But when we get to UV, best case scenario, we're realistically only looking at like maybe 16-fold increase in speed. And so anything that we can't wait 16 times the amount of time for, right? If we go down here, this is 32, 64, 128, right? 256. So right here, 512. We can make things 512 times faster by bringing it up to UIV, right? So that's an obvious no-brainer. It's worth some extra time to make that happen. But 16 times, is that really worth it? Could we just wait 16 times longer? Especially if you're leaving your game running, that seems reasonable to me. So UV is a good place for us to stop. It may be that I don't know what I'm talking about, and UHV is just so much cooler. But I think that that's kind of the idea, is that we're going to do UV, we'll make some solar panels, and everything that we can just have local power on, we're going to have local power on. And then, oh, come on, I missed. And then everything we can't have local power on, we'll start upgrading. Sorry, no, the other way around. Anything that we need to have go faster, we'll just make faster, and we'll use the UXV, no, UEV, UIV, and UEHV. Oh, I thought EV was next. There was a recipe that required UEV power, and I was like, that's coming here soon. It's not. I mean, I figured if we got the UV energy hatch, we could overclock it and get to UHV, but that's not going to happen either. Yeah. Anyways, the other thing is that we can overclock most of the machines from UV to UHV, and then there's only 2 power tiers above it. And I know that that's only is kind of a big deal, but we're talking about not that much, so just not real worried about it. Is kind of what I'm getting at. Okay, so throw this in here. We'll go get some bone meal, and we'll get that extra. Oh, come on, somewhere. What am I clicking on? Oh, it's there was the underside of a crafting table in my way. That's so cute. That's not it. That's the one I want. It warps in my inventory because of my cool pickaxe. And then somewhere we've got bone meal. Do we have bone meal? I just had the thought. I thought we were making bone meal, but where would we be doing that if we were? This is making dirt. I don't know that we're making bone meal anywhere. How do we make bone meal? Oh, I know where we're making bone meal. It's up there. I know, buddy. Here we go. That'll be good enough. And then we go down. I don't care how often I do that. It always makes my, like, little heart go pitter-patter with a little bit of... Oh! Every time I step over the edge like that. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, sufficient. We'll go ahead and put this guy right there like that. You're making collagen dust and diluted sulfuric acid. It is not a fast recipe. I suppose we're going to need a quick little... yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so this this sterile cleaner, it's not hard to make more of these, but we're definitely going to wait until we've got another couple of tiers on us. I mean, honestly, well, no, we got to automate some of the things. This is UEV and this is UIV, so definitely kind of far off. So we'll definitely need to make a few more of these guys, but we're already at the point where we don't need regular clean rooms, so a lot of these resources can be recycled. The clean room block is not hard, it's just annoying to remember to make. And the sterilizing filter casing is realistically, I mean, it's just not that big a deal. It's just a lot of micro crafting. You know, the ZPM emitters are a bit of a pain because we don't have them. They require the Gravistar, no, the Quantum Star. Item filters is the big one. I just don't like making the item filters. I wish there was a way to upgrade the filters to sterilizing filters. That would be great, but not a thing that happens. So I'm going to let this run for a little bit. No, you know what? We can actually probably prep the next step. Because the next step is to take this collagen dust in a mixer, which also requires a sterile clean room. Awesome. But we need a phosphoric acid. This one does not require a sterile clean room. So we'll go get... How much is this going to need? A 4-to-1. So we're going to get 8 stacks, which means we need 128, which means that if we get 4 here... Sorry. We get 2 here. Then we need 64. So we need 128 phosphorus. Who cares about the water? Yeah, so that's fine. We'll just get a 128 phosphorus and then throw in some oxygen and some water and we'll be good. Where are we going? Phosphorus is down here somewhere. Isn't it? Oh, that's potassium. Where do we get phosphorus from? Gelatin mixture? Yeah, no, that's not going to do it. Yeah, because we're making it with indium gallium phosphide. Well, then we'll just go grab it from where we're making indium gallium phosphide. That's easier. Trying to figure out where things are made. Psh, what am I even thinking of? Here we go. And then we'll go find some oxygen from somewhere. Probably run over here. Grab, I think I've got some oxygen right here. Well, let's count how much we need. So we're going to do, sorry, I think we can do it with the little things. So 64 of this recipe means that we need, what is this whole? 5 of this, right? So I'll just grab 5 of these. And then I think we could probably, I don't know if this will work, but could I put, see if I put in the enriched aqua drum right there, I can put all these in there. And then if I put, what was that noise? I don't know what that noise was. Hold on, I'm not in the audio channels. That would have been funny if I was like still on a meeting somewhere. Yeah, I don't know what that noise was. I want to know if we can grab this reservoir hatch. Well, put that there. Yeah, nice. All right, so that's like an infinite water block. And then if I put these guys in here. No, stop. Don't do that. I guess it's kind of too late. Okay. That was a 24, not a whatever that was. So I've got the pentoxide dust now. And I just need to mix it with water. So be it. Why aren't you mixing? Phosphorus pentoxide mixed with water, mix phosphoric acid. You've got water. Oh, is it not enough water? No, it's got to plenty of water. Ah. Okay, and then we'll put this guide there. Nice. Okay, that did not make as much as I was hoping. Okay, so whatever we do, we're going to do it off of 96 instead of the brilliant plan we had a second ago of doing more. Okay, that's fine. We'll just pretend like these don't exist. I'm going to stick them up here and forget why I've got them up there. And later I'm going to be like, oh, these are here. Oh, I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but we did get the titanium coil blocks done. And I did put them down. I'm thinking about replacing these, but for now, I'm saving them in case we actually need them for someplace. So, we need to go back to our... Can't get there from there with the, it's the reach that's doing it. Input bus gets you and you and you and you. Okay, that'll work. And then I need, oh, it doesn't even matter. I've got the liquid, but I don't have the mixer. So we need an LUV mixer, and I don't. No, we're not gonna do it on an HV mixer, although we could. I've got tons of HV mixers, but I'm gonna see if we have LUV. Oh, beautiful. And just as a point of reference, this is how. Oh, see, it's a good thing I checked. Otherwise, I mean, we might need that many, but until I know we need that many, well, you should do it before you know. Whatever, it's fine. We've been needing huge batches of stuff lately, so I'm kind of tempted to... Oh, wait, we're right where we want to be. I'm just going to warp around, don't mind me. Yeah, you need lots of stuff. Okay, mixer. I do that. Grab all of this collagen dust, which is almost done. Actually, we'll just do... Grab all that collagen dust, right? Throw it all in there. Along with you. Gelatin mixture. Oh, we also need water. Okay, that's fine. We'll just do this. Oh, wait. Water. Nice. Alright, that'll work. This is a 10-second process. Alright, and then what we need to do with this is run it through a centrifuge. And this also requires a sterile cleaner. Beautiful. So let's go ahead and we'll give it a drum. It's fine. Oofta. Okay. You do your thing, and we'll go see if I've got a UV centrifuge. I do not. Oh, actually, I have to check all the machines now because it's no longer in alphabetical order. I don't, anyways. Okay, so we'll do LUV centrifuge. We did decide that this has to be done in a sterile cleaner, yeah. So, oh, that's easy. LUV circuits, LUV machine hull. Oh man, I love the easy machines. They are much more fun to work with. So we need 2 of those, 2 wires, 2 processors, and then we'll run down here and grab 4 motors. I'm really regretting how far apart I put those. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to redoing everything in UV, as it is. Oh, I need 2 motors and 4 processors. I literally just looked. That'll work, and then I'll spend forever trying to figure out why those motors are there, but hopefully we use them in our next gig. Okay, so we've got that done. We'll put this right here. I don't know. This whole room is going to be a mess, just constantly, because doesn't seem like there's a rhyme or reason to what we're doing yet. So until we find that rhyme or reason, it's kind of the deal, I think. Yeah, so I will... Oh, that's a lot of gelatin mixture. Oh, and that's a 15-second recipe. So I'll let these guys run. Well, do we need to? Because we take the gelatin, we get the phosphor back. So basically, I think we're supposed to cycle this back through. Because... yeah, to get the phosphoric acid. The collagen will be an issue. But I'd like to think there's something there. I'm just making stuff, is really what it comes down to. All of this is to get the gelatin dust. And there's just... I've been cycling through all of these like little niche parts of it over and over again, looking to see, is there something else that gets this gelatin? And this is it. And the only way to get the gelatin mixture is with collagen. I mean, that's the way it works in real life. That's how you make gelatin, is collagen. The issue is that it requires the sterile clean room. So maybe part of that new area I built over by the Poneglyph Castle will become our new thing there. Okay, let's grab 16 gelatin and just see what we're doing with this. I think we run it in an autoclave. Okay, we need an LUV autoclave. I don't even... That's... We should have all this stuff for it. I was going to say, that actually seems really hard, but... I mean, by this point, we have... And obviously I would use the multi-blocks, but that low room doesn't have enough room for all the multi-blocks. Yeah, this is no big deal. This is super easy, barely any inconvenience. One of you. And then we need one of these guys. Is it 2 wires? No. It is, however, 4 rhodium plated palladium plates. Do these people even think about the things before they name stuff? Those scientists with their naming. Okay, pump is actually over here on this one. Okay, so I have had friends in the past who've had like big machine shops. And this is kind of, I feel like, what it's like in there. You never quite know what everything is, and it all feels like it's just slightly at the wrong height for me. And, you know, I'm not saying that it's not the right place. I'm just saying I feel like it's the wrong place. Why do I have a machine hole still? Must have accidentally grabbed 2. So walking through there with the tight quarters, and they want to fit as many things into their little area as they can. Yeah, that's all true to form. Alright, so you're getting more gelatin mixture. You've already done all the gelatin mixture you can. So let's go ahead and put more in here. And we can take that gelatin dust, we can throw it in here, but we're going to need some distilled water, which is actually... Oh, you're kidding me. I was carrying distilled water Come on, don't I have it still? I was carrying distilled water in my inventory forever. And now that I actually need it. Oh, I know where it is. It's, Is this it? Oh. I put it someplace. Like a foolish fool. Alright. I have no idea how much of this we're going to get. So we'll do the exact same thing I did last time where I grabbed way too much. I'll grab that much. We'll grab not way too much this time. Where do you suppose I put that, That's ridiculous. That I can't figure out where I put it. Nope, that's sodium persulfate. We're gonna need to go up one. I'm busy trying to think about my lost distilled water. It's very important that I find it. Alright, you're good. Experimental room. With you in the autoclave. And this one's only 4 seconds. So that's... Uh-oh. It doesn't like something about previewing the preview. You notice that the time taken is high. Alright, I'm going to pause it while it recovers, and I'll be back in a moment. And that was actually shocking. Everything just stopped. Guess it ran until the... so what I think happened is... I can't make it happen. So if we look right here, there's that line there where it says empty, 32,000 buckets. I think sometimes it randomly like glitches as to what's there. And it just really doesn't like it. And so sometimes it like over corrects. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out when it crashes and when it doesn't. And it just, there doesn't seem to be a lot of rhyme or reason to it. Anyhow, we got 16 of these. Put more distilled water in there, I guess. That didn't take too long at all. Yeah, oh, it's doing it again. It just about hung, and it's got to be a buffer overflow issue of some sort when in the JEI overview. So I can't look at that is what I'm understanding. Okay, so we've got the agar dust, and we use the agar dust to make raw growth medium. Okay, so this is going to make like 40. So what if we get like a whole stack of agar dust, and then we'll get a whole stack of raw growth medium, except we need mutagen. Mutagen's easy. Mutagen's easy, okay. So I'll let this go. Throw that in there, and let's go make some of that mutagen. Okay, so we made the mincemeat to make the collagen dust. We mixed the collagen dust with phosphoric acid to make gelatin mixture. We centrifuged the gelatin mixture to get gelatin, and then we ran it through an autoclave for some reason to get agar dust, which is it's like the jelly. Whenever, I don't know if you've ever done it, like in high school where you do like DNA sequencing. It's not really sequencing, you're just throwing stuff in there and you can see how much different things are in different... Anyways, it's like the opposite of the growth medium itself. It's where the growth medium is held. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's chemistry jelly. Like Jello jelly, not jam jelly. Okay, so we've got some bacteria somewhere. Oh, actually it's right in here. That's not going to be enough, is it? So let's go get some more. What do we need for that? Bacteria is biochaff, and biochaff is only got from plant balls, and we get plant balls by probably running some wood dust through the extractor. Let's go do that real quick. It's going to be a little silly. We'll have way too much. But I think it might be the easiest way to do this. Where do we have wood? Okay, I'm not liking the little bit of lags we're seeing. Something about that agar autoclave we put down is causing us grief. It's over here. Okay, we'll grab this. We'll run this through the macerator. We'll run the results through the extractor. And this should all go fairly well. 6 seconds? Nope, 12 seconds. But we got plenty. This should be able to go through this extractor. Oh, you're done already. Awesome. It only got 4. What? Okay, new plan then. I just have realized. You know what? I bet you we have a secondary output here. Oh no, this is the primary output. There's got to be some place that there's got to be someplace I got a secondary output of plant balls. Oh, sticky resin. I know where that is. That's okay, so the reason why I hesitated is that if I ran 2 stacks through there and we only got like a little bit out, then that's not what I want to see. So over here, we're making glue. Aren't we making glue? No, that's rubber. So it's the other side we're making glue. And I think one of the outputs of glue is always going to be plant balls. So excited. And then we run this through the macerator. That's what we're going to do. Okay. So I can't automate off of that, but we can do our quick little first steps here. And I think, honestly, the more I run through it in my head, the more I'm like, I think you just have to do this the first time kind of manually, and then you pick up all the pieces and go from there. Okay, so bacterial sludge. No, bacteria is what we want. We need to be able to put 4 stacks in there with the... Oh, that's where the distilled water went, I bet. There's 4 stacks, right? Yeah. Okay, let's go do that real quick. Come on. It is. Oh, that makes me happy to have found that. And then we'll go ahead and put down another drum. Oh, we can do better than that. We'll do titanium, because we're in the space age now. Okay, so we've got some bacteria running there. And I'm going to pause real quick, and I'm just going to catch all these machines up. And then we'll be back in a moment. Changed my mind. I mean, things did get a little bit caught up, but I changed my mind. I want to actually put down this guy right here. No, not that. Okay, let's try that again. That was ridiculous. I actually wanted the distilled water to go in there. Yeah. So let's fix all of the things. You can go. Gosh, where is it gonna go? Right here, I guess. This is silly type. I don't like it. Yeah, because it was like 10 seconds in there. I didn't like that at all. So, I guess you can go back here. And you can go output to there. And I guess there's no reason not to put, like, those 16 in there. Oh, the whole thing, huh? Yeah, okay. So, 15 seconds each or 2 seconds each. Interestingly, I also put distilled water down and just pumped it in there. And this seems to work just fine. Like, it's not flipping out and trying to crash the game or anything. So that's a little weird, right? See right here? No weird flickers. And it's not because it's always full. Well, okay, right now it's always full. Yeah, there you go. See, it went down to 15. But yeah, I'm just running through, grabbing all these, grabbing that. Nope, not that. This. And we're just trying to get... Oh, you're already done. Nice. Wait a second, don't I have... Okay, forget it. You're gonna take forever. It's already done 3 cycles. Yep. Okay, that was faster. That was ridiculous to put that in there. But we should have a stack of bacteria and maybe a little bit more. Didn't I grab... Did... Ah! Hey, that would have been good to have noticed earlier. But whatever. Everything's fine. We got more gelatin dust. So you can go in there. That's what I meant to put in there. I see. Oh, wait. For a second there, I was flickering again. Just not sure what's doing it. Alright, and then... You just... Come on, you're almost done. Oh, in fact, there. No more of that. Okay, now you're done. Okay, so the bacteria goes into a chemical reactor with biomass. To get biomass, we need the brewery again. Well, we could do that way, but I've torn all that down, so we'll do this one. I think... oh, that's... Wait. There's a brewery. Quarter second? We'll try it. So, glowberries, mushrooms, torchflower, warp fungus, brown mushroom, cactus, sea pickle, beetroot, potato. That we've got. Potatoes and water. So, let's aim away from the breakable glass. Pull this out of there. Put one of these guys on there. And go get a stack of potatoes. Yeah, this is good to have. I'm sure we could automate this, but since it seems like there's a lot all going together, and maybe it's better to do. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit confused about what we're supposed to be doing, I think. Or not. That's not the right way to phrase it. I'm confused about what the best outcome is. What am I growing somewhere? I think I've got potatoes over here. Yeah. So I've got that in there, and then I can throw potatoes in there. And this is not going to be super fast, is it? Oh, that's only 16. Is this a 1-to-1 ratio? Bacterial sludge is not, so we need a few more. Sure, that many. See how many this gets us. You're not gonna... Oh, it's because I was holding food in my hand. For some reason, it doesn't always like that. Okay. That was not very much biomass. So this part definitely needs to be automated, but I'm not sure that we need it because the next stage is mutagen. And again, the mutagen, we're kind of hoping to go... Oh, that's UEV. Okay, so that's not going to happen. Plus, it has to be in a chemical sterile clean room, but we'd have clean rooms by that point. Okay, so this part definitely is going to have to happen automatedly. I just want a little bit of... wetware. That's it. Oh, man, this is less than ideal. This step here is going to be the one that I'm going to agonize over. Because basically... Oh, well, I mean, I guess I'm not going to agonize too much. It's all 20. Oh, wait. Oh, biochaff for the win. I just need to get more biochaff. Well, let's go try that. Instead of doing this whole potato nonsense, you guys can go in there. The backpack of shame. Biochaff is in here on this side. Oh no, I forgot. We gotta crush it. Oh, got some left over. Good enough. On this back. I also like to, I guess I should have just cycled through this all a little bit more. Oh, that's so much better. Okay. You're already outputting to that side, so let's get another drum. Yeah, that's so much better. It was the lubricant that primed me to panic like that. That's my excuse. Okay. We can stop now. We have 64 the one, 64 the other. And then they are going, like we said, into a large chemical reactor, which means we need to pull this out. And break that. And this will just make bacterial sludge, right? Yeah. So we're going to run over here and grab another input hatch. Yes. Lots back and forth today. But like I said, once I get this done manually, I think we'll be okay to automate it. But I think I'm going to do the well, I don't, I know I'm grumbling and mumbling and going back and forth a lot. I'm not sure how to automate it is the problem. Not how to automate it, what the best way to automate it is. Okay. So I can use a whole thing of uranium or a tiny pile into quadria. We want to use the quadria. Okay, so we'll grab, like, I don't know, 8 Nequadria. Dust. Sure, that many Nequadria dust. And not be able to convert it. Awesome. Do I have a... I do. Okay. That's what we want. Don't know how many we're going to want exactly, but that'll do. And we need to put this in the brewery. Good. Okay. So you go there. Actually, we want this gone. Because we've got... Oh. Still going. Okay. That's fine. We can grab this. This cycle has almost finished. And you're finished. So we can grab this gelatin dust, throw this in here. And I guess the agar dust is just kind of hanging out here until we finish getting the sterilized growth medium. Yes, because, all right, because we need the raw growth medium for all that. Okay, so we'll see how much mutagen we get out of this all told. Okay, you're empty. You're empty. That biomass is definitely forfeit. I don't worry about that. The little bits left over. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, that's all a little bit better. Last little bits of gelatin are going. And we've got a bunch of gar. We're going to have 4 stacks of agar. We'll have 4 stacks of mincemeat, so maybe we will get a fair dinkum out of this. This one is bacterial sludge. And this should double it, right? If I come in here, put that in there, along with that. Oh, and that's fast. I like fast. You need to output... I don't know. We'll go down this time. Right there, like that. No? Okay, there we go. And then I guess we just keep putting this in there. Huh. That's very nice and fast. I want more of these recipes to nice that fast like this. Alright, so I'm glad I did exactly as many as I did. It wasn't an accident, it was purely on intent. And then this enriched bacterial sludge. We run through a distillery. Now, we definitely don't have a distillery down here. Okay, so let's go grab... Does this have to be... Of course it has to be a sterile cleaner. Why am I even asking? Now, the reason I'm checking is because I do often accidentally make a distillery when I'm trying to make other stuff. Do you remember the distilleries are a bit annoying? Yeah, they want that HSSG spring, which is fine. It's right over here. Come on. Come on. Click on things. Don't click too far. But click further when I want you to. Alright, we're going to run over here. We're going to throw this in the bender. And grab the spring. We need to grab... Wait. I am doing the distillery. Okay. Didn't I just do a distillery? Hold on. What's the difference between a distillery and a brewery? Is it... It's literally just swapping these two and these two. Okay, I'm not going crazy. Well, crazier. I was totally sitting there going, I literally just made this. I came over here and then I got distracted. 2. We need to come over here and we need to grab 2 LUV chips. And we need to grab more wires. The LUV machine home. And an LUV pump. I feel like a pinball when I'm doing that sometimes. Distillery. Nice. Okay. So we have LUV stuff, which we shouldn't need, except it has been the clean room, and I just can't figure out how to do what we need to do in the clean room without some of this. Okay, we'll put this one right here. It's getting awful cramped, but yeah. So I was thinking about it, and I think maybe if I take this and go straight down with it, but I don't want to do that right here. So I might tear this hall down and move it somewhere. This is looking silly. Like over here is a good contender. But because if I did all these machines just straight up, I could do at least 2 process chains in here. And as long as I only stick to the ones that require the sterile clean room, I think that would work okay. Okay, it doesn't matter. We want this enriched bacterial sludge in the distillery, right? To make mutagen. And all of this gets skipped at UEV, but it's all the way at UV. We want a 1 here. Please be fast. It is not fast. It will be faster later. Yeah, okay. So once we've got... Oh, I suppose we want to put this down with an output, don't we? Okay, so we... Oh, no! Oh, no! There are no other ways to make this, and this only makes 100 millibuckets. Oh no. Is that okay? It is really not. Okay, so we definitely need to automate. I was sitting there thinking, I was feeling kind of high on the hog because, you know, going from bacteria sludge to this doubled it, and we kind of made a little bit extra, so we had 150. We're only gonna have 1.5 buckets. Is that really? Oh, that's all we've got. No, we're good. We're good. We're gonna have 15 buckets. Whew. Okay, we can make 3 of these recipe. And we are gonna need this is the first time we need a fluid heater. So let's go ahead and put, oh gosh, I'm gonna just put this over. No, you know what? We can put it right here. Yeah, that'll be fine. Put it right there. Do that. You're full. And then we will run over here, and figure out what do we need for an LED fluid heater. So normally, there just aren't that many recipes for the fluid heater. We can scrap it, right? We can grind it. We can make acetone out of dissolved calcium acetate. Sorbitol turns into sorbitan and steam. I don't know. Most of this stuff, warm steam turns to hot steam. Great. Brine turns to hot brine. Steam turns to warm steam. Okay, so we could... But what do we do with them? I just... Raw brine and hot brine from salt water. It just... None of this seems useful except for this one. We can turn liquid ice into water. So we totally need more water. Super hot steam. And then water into steam. What do we do super hot steam? In a steam turbine. Okay, cool. We can use warm steam. We can use any of these steams. We tried this a long time ago, and it just didn't seem like it was doing much for us. Anyways, point is, this is the like one time we need one of these. Is there a multi-block fluid heater? Ah, in the brewing vat. That makes sense. Okay, we need HSSG wires, laminated glass. Oh, this is not hard at all. I think, do we have HSSG? Yeah. So we need 2. So we need 8 of these. No, 4 of these. This is 4x, okay. These are already 2x. Done. That part was easy. And then we needed... Really? 2 pumps, huh? Okay. And 1 chip. As I bang around the sides. Alright, fluid heater. Done. This way. Environmental process chain. Where does the fluid heater go? I hate everything about how I got this set up, but I can't figure out how to plan it without at least seeing some of the machines, is kind of what it's coming down to. Okay, you are not even close to done. This is a slow... Wait a second. It's 1 bucket to 100 millibuckets. Why wasn't it going while I was gone? It should have been almost done, right? Oh, because there's 150, not 50. Okay. So I will let this run for a moment, and then I'll be back just shortly. All right, finally done. We have exactly 15 buckets of mutagen, which is frustrating because we actually want 16. But I made myself feel a little bit better because this wetware circuit board is actually 16 to 16. So we'll get 48 boards out of this. And this isn't going to be enough to start the wetware processor. I mean, it's like a proto step. I can't figure out how we're supposed to automate this in any reasonable space. Because this requires a clean room, and it's going to be a 5x5 by 4. This requires a clean room, which is a... What is this? This is a mixer. 5x5 by 4. I just don't know. Okay, So we need to throw all of this into the mixer. Yeah. We'll throw that in there. And then we'll throw... We just don't need that much of everything we grabbed. This agar, we grabbed too much of that. We'll get stack of salt, stack of calcium dust, and we'll grab some more of that mincemeat we've got. In fact, we have to run over here to grab the mincemeat. Yeah, 1 stack of mincemeat. Come down to there to grab the salt, which is back here. And calcium should be one of these. Play everybody's favorite game of watch me look through every... There we go. Alright, so this is more than we need. Again, we're not going to get very much out of this, but we don't need much. We just need enough to make a few data disks for right now. Alright, phosphorus, salt, mincemeat. Not phosphorus. I think that might actually kill it. Oh, this is also not a fast recipe. And the problem is it's already IV. So it's 30 seconds because it's LUV. It only goes to 15. I guess we could do ZPM, but it's still going to be by far the slowest recipe, which is okay because all the rest of this, you know, takes a lot. Ooh, I do not like this process. This is not fun. This is not fun to manually do. Automating it might be okay. Okay, so we have that. Let's go ahead and grab 3 of these. We'll save ourselves some trouble. Maybe. What do we use mutagen for anything else? Right, for this. And biostimulating mixture. We already looked at all this, right? Yeah. So this is to make the bacteria in the whatever those petrochemical things are faster. So I'll be back in 45 seconds. Oh, that was a quick 45 seconds. Grab this, throw it into the fluid heater. That is not the fluid heater. I put it there. I didn't even see it because it's such a stupid place to put it. What? You need a 1. Okay. All right, so it's a fast recipe, but it only does 1/10 of a bucket. So at 12, is that 6 seconds? Must be 60 seconds. All right, so we've got the sterilized growth medium. What else do we do with this? Just want to make sure we're not... Oh, see, we need more of the sterilized growth medium for the neuroprocessing unit. That's not what we need for the data disk, right? No, we just need the wet word printed circuit board. So we'll be fine as long as we make some of those. That's all I want, man. I just want that. That's it. I know this episode is going on... Oh, it's going on real long. This manual processing is for the birds. But we'll go grab... Oh, you know what? There's one thing I'm not sure how to make. It's polybenzimidazole in a casting mold cylinder. Okay, we can make all that happen. Okay. I'm getting super excited, so like kind of... Oh, it's in here still. Derp. Let's go over here. Trying to think what the best way is to make this, because we're going to make like 1 billion of these petri dishes. We need 1 of these, and we need our hammer. Which... Oof, there's a lot of stuff in here. There it is. We will get rid of that, though. And you... Like that. Cylinder mold. Good. Go away. And then I guess we'll just grab... I think there's like a pipette or something you can get at, if we had done it earlier. I just never did. So we'll grab that, we'll do that, and we'll end up, I mean, it's going to be so fast that it's going to be barely perceivable. Throw you in there. Wait a second. Oh, because it did 32 at once. Nice. Awesome. Okay. So you can go back up in here. No. Up in here. And we need to put this ingot mold back in here. I don't know if we get to reuse the petri dishes. I wouldn't imagine you'd want to, but you know, maybe we can. I need you to go up in there. And wow, we're all the way over here. I can't even get rid of these because we know we're going to need them. I can't get rid of that. So we need 48 multi-layer fiber reinforced boards. Yeah, let's run over here and grab this stuff. Right there. I would have done it. I should have done it less manually. Now that I'm most of the way through, I'm realizing that. We've got 3 IV sensors, 3 LUV electric pumps. That's weird. Oh, this must be like the stuff you need to make it. I see. 3 IV sensors. A good thing we threw all those extra ones in here because we're going to need these sensors to make a ton of these boards, huh? And then 2, 3 pumps. Why is this not running? You're on. You've got a data stick. I bet you're out of... Nope, you've got all the liquids you need. I have to look at that later, I guess. Oh, I wonder if those are all made before, and now the recipe's changed. The recipe changed on a few of the other machines. They were like, "Oh yeah, we're unifying how all this works," and I was like, "Great! I don't like it." All right, so niobium titanium foil, 16 of these, so we need 48. So we're 12 niobium titanium and 3 wires. Niobium titanium is right here. And did I say wires? Meant, is it ivy? That's crazy when you think about the fact that just thinking about it from a sci-fi angle, just the green plastic requires processors. Just the substrate, just the thing you're printing the actual circuit board on requires a processor. That is everything, right? And this one has to happen in a clean room, but not a sterile clean room. And this is the thing that's going to be kind of annoying. Ooh. Speaking of kind of annoying. Ooh. Okay, let's fix that real quick. Nope, not that one. And I think we're going to go ahead and just break it. And put it back. Yeah, that's all the stuff that like was randomly places. Okay. But this is good. We got you, we got you, we got you, we got you. 1, 2, 3. It was just 3 of these, right? Yeah. And 48 of you. Oh, but I can't use soldering iron alloy. Okay. That's kind of new. Okay, why aren't you working? Requires a clean room, circuit assembler, LUV power, niobium titanium foil, LUV pump. Petri dish. IV sensor. And multi-layer fiber. Oh. It's the wrong circuit board. We need the raw material one. I don't know if I've got that, honestly. It's over here, right? Did I set these aside? I hope I did. Yes, I did. Planning, nope, I didn't. Uh-oh, that's gonna cause an issue. Where would the... Must be the input for this one. It's not that... Oh, man. Okay, so I kind of, I guess, messed up the automation on that. Because I'll have to redo it. Which isn't going to be a huge deal, because I was going to redo it all anyways. Oh, nice. But at least it did all three at once. Okay, so that's processing. And while that's processing, we do need the wetware circuit board, right? Yes. So that means we're going to... Is there any use for this? So right-click on this. And all we can make is the wetware printed circuit board. Draconic wetware board is nowhere near. Large chemical reactor in a clean room, not the fancy clean room. Okay, so we're going to go get... I don't know, a whole big pile of cupric chloride. Which is... Experimental process chain? Yeah, it's over. It's against this back wall. Let's go ahead. It's well, I would assume that it's a pretty acidic, but who knows? Okay, so this is gonna go there. This guy gonna come down here and I guess go straight in there. And then what we really need to do is grab... Yikes. 16 times 48. This is also not going to be a thing we can really do manually too much. So for now, let's just go ahead and make 4 of these. And I'll come back and do the rest of these off camera. Well, we'll do a stack. It'll have to be... Well, okay, I'm going to set up this many to run. So how many do we need? We need... This makes 4, right? Yeah. So if it makes 4, then we need 4 stacks times 3/4 is going to be 3 stacks, obviously. This is not... Oh, it is. It is the easiest place to get that. Okay. So run this through machine 1, 2, 3, and we will grab just a stack. It's fine. Toss you in here. And you're done already. We have finally got 4 wetware printed circuit boards. You don't get a quest for that. Interesting. I would have thought we would have gotten... I guess they just aren't going to give us a reward for just making a processor, huh? No, 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 no. Oh, because I didn't grab the bucket. That's... Come on now. Come on now. Is not only... Oh, I don't even have any. Okay. Okay. I'll get it next time. But we did this. We did this. We haven't done this. And the reason why I was doing this manually is now that we've got some... Oh, we don't have any. So what we want... There's got to be some sort of cycle here. Where the bacterial sludge... The sterilized growth medium. But we want to get these stem cells. Because the stem cells are what we need for the neuroprocessing unit, which is part of the wetware processor. I don't know how that looks yet, though. So I'm not going to worry about it just yet, but I do know that we can make the data disk. And we're just going to have to go grab a bunch. Oh, you know what? We might even have most of this here. So we'll put the soldering all the way back. We'll grab this guy here. She's got so many stupid things in it. In here goes these four of these guys. These guys, some processors. We're going to need 2 stacks of RAM chips. We're going to need 4 stacks of NOR and 4 stacks. Is it 4 stacks of NOR or 4? Yeah, 4 and 4. We'll do 2 and 2 for now. Have only got NOR up here. Nice. Okay, that's easy enough to fix. 1, 2. We'll come over here, and I've got some hanging out in here. And then some yttrium wire, and we need those ZPM chips, which are no longer in the inventory. Did I know? Oh, wrong chip. Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. So I grab this one, throw you in there, throw that in there, and I can't make the quest happen, so I will just make the data module happen, which is going to need 4 times, so 16 yttrium barium cuprate wire. Sorry, 16 ingots to make the wire. And the yttrium barium cuprate is back here. One of these. There we go. I don't know if you noticed between episodes, but I finally gave up and I just put a crate there. It's such a stupid thing to be like, this is a thing I did, but it's a thing I did. Okay, so go. I command you. Why are you not going? Doggone it! This one requires a clean room too. Okay. I'll be right back. Alright. If you thought that possibly... Uh-oh. You thought that possibly what I've been doing for the last few minutes is sitting around going you would be partially correct. Don't I have... Oh, I need UV chips for that. Alright, I have too much stuff in my inventory. That can go. Just, I don't care. That can go. I am not mad. Just disappointed. That. Okay. Grab the ZPM chips instead of that. And I need to just get rid of some of the other stuff in my inventory, but I didn't. I thought I checked. But what I realized is I didn't check that. I checked this one. So these two require a clean room. Everything over here seems to require a sterile clean room. So it's sterile clean rooms, sterile clean room. Got it. Okay. So we made the ZPM circuit assembler. I'm going to make a, unless I've got one offhand. Yeah, I didn't think I did. I need one more ZPM chip so I can go, nope, one more ZPM chip and stack of wires. So we can go make a quick little energy acceptor. And then we'll put that in our sterile clean room, and then we should be so close to done. We can taste it, except I don't have all the materials I need on me because we need all of that stuff. We'll figure it out. We'll get there. Life will go on. I think, I don't know, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the uses of this. I think I get frustrated like this when I don't understand exactly what's expected of me. And in this case, it's not like anyone is expecting something from me. It's literally just I'm supposed to be doing something with these parts, and I can't figure out how they go together. I mean, we're making it happen, but this isn't the most optimal way of it making it happen. ZPM, good. So I've got to do this all one step at a time. Okay, that can go away. This distilled water can just go right there for now. And later again, I'll once again be like, where did that go? These LUV motor. Oh, Diamond Axe can go away. Go in there. These guys can go away. All right, we got plenty of space. We just have to use it creatively. That can go away. I don't need these vanadium cables, gallium cables at all, but fine. Run over here, run over here. Let's see, let's at least make it sort of in the middle. And we can grab all of these. And then what I really need is 2 more stacks of NOR chips. And to not have something in my inventory. That's fine. There we go. We're good. Okay, so let's go once more onto the breach. And all of this, this is all secondary to our final goal. RAM chip, NAND chip, NOR chip, processors, wire, wetware processors. So what I meant to say when I said once more into the breach was really, let's go a couple of times. I'll figure it out. We'll get it. And there is this spider or something that really wants to be on my arm. Every time I wipe it off, it just comes back meaner, stronger, like a Super Saiyan. If only I knew that every time it fights, it only grows stronger. All right, this is also not a short recipe. Oh, so close. I don't understand why it does that. I know I mentioned that I don't understand that before, but I really don't. All right, come on, almost done. Yes, we did it. NAND chip, NOR chip, wires. There we go. Okay, we have a data module. We can take that data module, run it up with, hold on, before I do that, I actually need a ZPM energy hatch. And then we need to go up here. Yes. I can put you and you in there. You're turned on. Let's go turn all of these guys on. Wait, let's turn this off. Just in case it has like some sort of weird outcome. We have plenty of coolant for at least this one recipe. Turn you on. Turn you on. Turn you on. And turn you on. All right. It is going. It is not going to be fast, but it's not particularly slow either. All right. So, finally, after way too much running around, I'm trying to count the back episodes of us almost getting to a UV and being like, oh, one more thing. Oh, 2 more things. Nope. This is very exciting. So, once I get this UV, we really have to jet towards neutronium. Because once we have neutronium, then I can start doing a 1-to-1 relationship between the UV input hatches and the solar panels. Right now it's a 4-to-1, but it'll be nice when it comes. Trying to think. So I think, well, no, we need the wetware processors. So to get neutronium, we need the Mark III fusion. So let's go ahead and pull that up. Fusion Computer Mark III. And we also need a data disk for that. So all of this is all coming together. So I need to make another Fusion Computer Mark II. I'm going to go ahead and make this off camera, the data module for it. And then we'll come together because all of this is, no. What? Oh, I see. Okay, so that is in range. But, you know, once again, putting everything back just a step before anything's useful. Okay, so we need to do wetware processors next because in order to make the, if you didn't catch that, in order to make the I'll still make this off camera so we have it. Excuse me. In order to make the actual reactor, Enriched Naquita Europium Duranite is fine. UHPIC we can make, no big deal. ZPM field generators we've got. Americium we've got. Quantum stars, no big deal. Fusion coil blocks we've got. It's this UHV processor. We've got UV processors. UHV is the next step. And the only way to get there, though, is to make a mainframe. In order to make the mainframe, we have to be able to cycle through each one of the steps. So the mainframe is a huge recipe, but it requires the wetware processor supercomputers, which is going to be our new, easier to make UV tier processor. This one is all much, aside from the wetware printed circuit boards, which once we automate that, that's not going to be a big deal. All of this is pretty easy to do. I'm trying to think, how does this compare the UV crystal processor? Yeah, so this is what it's at like now, and this is what it'll be like then. So it's these NAND memory chips and the RAM chips, those are all basically free at this point. The wire is no big deal. The plates will have, so this is going to be pretty straightforward. I don't think we're going to get to Draconian anytime soon, so we'll actually set up the automation for this. We'll have ZPMs and we'll have whatever's, but in order to do that, we have to have this is part of why I haven't replaced the crystal processor line for this, because yikes, the crystal one requires a assembly line, but this one we can just throw in a circuit assembler. Nice. Okay. And then this, of course, requires a wetware processor. And the wetware processor requires the neural processing. Interestingly, this doesn't require more neural processing units. It just requires another circuit board. Okay, cool. So does that mean... Oh, right here. Nope. This one. This one. Come on. I keep misclicking. This one. Okay, I'm right-clicking on it. And the only thing we do with the neural processing unit is make the wetware processor. Cool. So this is all easy. It really is just the stem cells and the sterilized growth medium that are going to be kind of a beast to make. So bacteria and sterilized growth medium makes bacterial sludge. And then the sterilized growth medium we get from mutagen, which we get from this whole cycle. There's something in here, and I can't figure out what it is. We will work on it later. But for now, we've got this guy, and with this guy. So what I'm hearing from myself say is we're gonna have to stick with the 4-to-1 ratio for now. But we are almost good to go. So let's run over here. Let's pull something out of here. HPCA. So we don't need those anymore. What? No! So close. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Here's what's happening. I'm pretty sure. I don't think that the data access hatch can access this. So let's see if I'm right. A stronger data orb capable of knowing the most complex ordeals in this realm. But they aren't requiring us to make the advanced data hatch. I assume they would have told us about that. I think it's that you can't put it in without the advanced data hatch, data access hatch. Okay, so that guy is... I'm dedicated. We're definitely gonna get this finished. We just need to make another databank. Okay, let me make a databank real quick. I'm going to do that off camera. And then I'll be back in just a minute here. Okay. We can make lemonade out of this, because there is something that I've been wanting to check. Okay, so if I put these all in here, the only thing is I have to come in here and go to the third one. And for some reason it doesn't like to update these. I don't know what that's all about. But I want to know how much faster it is if we put like a very low tier processing recipe in there. What were we even doing? Oh, we need to make we need to actually make it. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. I'm committed to this now. We're going to make this thing. I don't care if it's going to be... Okay. Oh yeah, look how fast that's going. I mean, it's the same speed-wise, but it's a much lower overhead for the whole thing. All right, so this guy, advanced data access, just requires an LEV input plus some... Oh, this is super easy. We might not have the polybenzimidazole, but we'll make that happen. So we have some... We have all of that. Nice. Finally, a quick recipe. Maybe. Can't click those with the goo gone in my hand. Okay, LEV input bus. 4 more data orbs and 4 ZPM chips. And just double check, it was less than a bucket of polybenzimidazole. So that and data orbs and I keep looking at it and keep forgetting ZPM chips. I knew I was going to be kicking myself later for... Oh, I did put stuff in there. Okay. We'll put... I don't know where to put this. Put it over in here. Yeah, that's where I put the rest of those. The fusion reactor Mark 1 and the object holder. Okay, cool. So I have everything. We need IV input bus. We got to come in here to put in... Oh no, I didn't grab the 4 of those guys. For some reason, this room just really makes me think of Dragon Ball Z. I think I was spending a lot of time in this room while I was watching it. Funny. And then this here. And then we got to come over here and throw some polybenzimidazole in one of these. May as well be this one. I've got to stop putting this back in. Oh, wait. No, I don't. And I'll show you exactly why. Ah, what are you missing now? Soldering oil, polybenzimidazole, prize research. Oh, I need to put the actual orb in there. All right. 3 seconds. Was it worth it, game? Was it? We are at the point. Okay. So, don't want to break it right there. I am just going to put this up here. And you don't go in there. I don't know what to do with this then. Data module. Use. Assembly line. Data module. And the assembly line. Does not compute. Ah, I, I, I tried to push it, but I'm out of time for today. What? 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 Like, my brain is stuck on does not compute. Surely. All right. This one here, data access, advanced data access, data reception, creative data access hatch, data access hatch, optical data reception hatch. Do I have to do this somehow? There's no... There's no information about how to do this. Assembly line requires research. Sure, I get that, but there's no information about how much research it needs. Where that is. Right. Computation goes in there. Computation goes up. I have all the parts. I have... okay. I'm out for the evening. We'll come back tomorrow. We'll get it figured out. I appreciate you for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you on the flippity flop. All right. I couldn't let it go. I'm going to be tired tomorrow, but apparently you can put them in data hatches, just not data hatches that are in the assembly line. They want you to use this data bank. To which I ask, how was I supposed to know that? I've looked through every tooltip. I mean, maybe there's one I missed. Maybe I could have just made the data bank for funsies. I don't know. Makes me a little cranky. I don't feel like I'm getting justifiably ornery, but this one's stuck in my craw. Anyhow, it required making these higher power casings. They're no big deal. Just more of the same materials. This requires a little bit of power. Not worried about it. And the idea is supposed to be that we only have to have one data access hatch and everything going here, and then it can go out to multiple. Yeah, I don't know how this works. Could we? Yeah, we can't do that. So I guess we have to. I don't know why you'd want to do it this way. This seems like complexity just for the sake of complexity. It's fine. We're not gonna. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something. We'll figure something out. These are all in here. They're fine. I'll move that up there later. But this is working, so let's grab all these. UV energy hatch. And it's machine hull, cable, chips. Machine hull, cable, chips. Nope, this one. Excuse me. I've got the hiccups now. That's how upset I was. These guys. And then, I don't know why I've only got 16 of these. No! Providing data. Data access hatch. Structure formed. Structure formed. Did I put it in the wrong order? Oh, I remember. I literally said this earlier. I was like, no, we can't take this out for a very good specific reason. And then I forgot that reason. I was too busy grumbling to myself. Okay, it's going. It's a 40-second recipe. I kind of want to keep you here for the intensity of it, but I'll be back in 30 seconds. Doodly 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 dood. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Finally, we've got UV energy hatches, which means we can come over here. I can actually come over here and grab these wires we made. Oh man, I made these a while ago. And we'll break this off. It's gonna be a loud noise. We can take this out. And we now have a good UV assembler, which means we don't need this one anymore. So I can take this converter, that, and we'll put it over here for now. Put the flux one on top so I don't get confused and forget later. Let's go ahead and break this. I'm being slow specifically to heighten all of the excitement. There we go. Okay. So, I don't have anything to make in it. But we have UV. We can make a UV circuit assembler exactly the same way. Did we ever even make a UV circuit assembler? I don't think we did. But we probably have another one of these by now. We do. So, this is what I'm going to do for the next little bit. I may need to take a break. But I'm going to make a bunch of these guys. Oh, I know what we can do. So this is, in fact, this is definitely what I'm going to do. Over here. This, I forgot I made this. I had this all set up at ZPM. It was all working. And then nothing. It's got tritium. It's got all the parts that it needs. It's got everything. And it just didn't work. So I'll come in here. I'll break these. This will be where our first set of UV energy hatches go. And the whole point of this is to make titanium coil blocks. So I'll set this up to go. I'm going to basically go on a crazy spree and replace like all of the titanium, or all the coil blocks that we've got with titanium. So UV and titanium are going to be our new baseline. So that's why I've been pushing so hard for it, because I want to get to that new baseline, so that while I'm wandering around, I have a goal, and the goal right now is upgrade everything to UV. I think that it's a decent goal. I need to automate the components, but I don't need any of the old coil blocks. I've decided we have a big stack of them, so the fact that we don't have the automation anymore is okay. It feels good. Feels good. I'm on a roll. So I'm gonna make a ton more UV energy hatches on the sly. I'm gonna go right like these here. Right now they've got 350 processing speed from having tritium coil blocks. It will bring it up to 400. Won't that be fantastic? But basically, I'm gonna go everywhere I see coil blocks, bam, titanium coil blocks. Everywhere I see energy hatches, bam, UV energy hatches. And all that I'll have to do is each one gets 4 of those ones, which means that I'm gonna have to set up. Ooh, I'm gonna need a ton of UV processors, but that's where all of our UV processors are gonna go. It's where all of our titanium is gonna go. Everything's going into this, and then I gotta be honest, I probably won't be done by the time we come back, but hopefully I'll have a substantial amount done. I really appreciate your patience. That data access hatch, I thought about bringing everybody back, or like even doing just a whole episode on just that, but I mean, I didn't want to spend like an hour on this, talking it through, putting up an episode that was just like, oh look, we did a thing. And this episode, I didn't want to have this episode be ending with, oh, it doesn't work. So I'll probably put the like title as, you'll never guess, watch until the end. And I'll have a like screenshot of my face going, but I kid. I try not to do that. I don't like a lot of the way this is set up. I'll figure something else out. You'll notice it's on this stupid little platform that's hanging out here, because I was absolutely not expecting that this was a thing we needed. But everything is golden again. Life is beautiful once more. And until next time, I'll catch you on the flippity flop.